can you turn and sit on your knees or roll over on your belly or do something fancy?
With the objective being?
Your feet out here. Oh, you don't want to know. Is that comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fall asleep right there. Fall asleep.
So heels are a little difficult, right? Especially the reason you got the blister is probably because your shoe's not fitted properly or whatever anyway, okay? So it's kind of difficult, and this will kind of depend on where I tape this, kind of depends, where the blister is kind of depends on how I tape it. Most of the blisters are going to be right in this area right here, okay? So I'm going to do this in a 2-point method, okay? And I'm also at the same time going to help out the shoulders, okay?
You mean help as support?
Yeah, because KT tape's supposed to help all that stuff, so I don't know if it's voodoo or not. Put your foot in a neutral position. So when you tape this, it should be in a neutral position, okay? I'm going to put this right at the edge of the toe, or the heel, okay? And this one I'm going to kind of pull on a little bit, on the Achilles portion of it. Any physical therapists in here? Huh? Okay, am I doing this right? Just put it under a little bit of tension, supposedly. And you can see, like, if you're in the aid station and it's cold and you're tired and your runner's tired, how doing all this cutting can be a problem, right? Especially if they've got more than one issue, okay? That's why I say it's important to do all this stuff before, okay? If you have a drop box, everything that's in one drop box should be in another. My medics, it didn't matter what aid bag. Every medic had their own aid bag. But it didn't matter which aid bag they picked up because every aid bag was packed the exact same way. So if there was a trauma, it didn't matter. They grabbed the aid bag, they knew when they opened it up, there was Curlex here, that there was a chest seal here, okay, that the tourniquets were here. They're all the same. Same thing, your aid bag should be the exact same way. You should be able to reach in your drop box at night with no light because your headlamp battery's burnt out, then you need new batteries. You should be able to reach into your drop box and pull out your batteries. And all of them should be the same way, okay? Because again, when you're tired and your team's tired, it can make for a bad night.
Oh no, did you put scratch on that piece?
A little bit, yeah. So again, there'd be benzoin down here. You got to be careful because she's got little malleoli, okay? The ends of your bone right here, she's got little ones. But some people have them, they're really protuberant, okay? And so if they are, I'm just going to kind of fabricate this. So like say it's really kind of bulging and I was wrapping this around, like maybe it was up a little bit higher or something like that. I cut around that. I'm making a mess. And it has to go all the way around, obviously. I'm just making a little example. So it's not on the malleolus, unless that's the problem.
Why would you do that?
Because again, anything that you add a layer to is another risk of friction or area, a nidus of a hot spot, blister, or whatever. Okay? So it's just, again, you want to limit the risk of adding layers to anything that you don't necessarily need to add a layer to.
Okay. So you also don't want to over tape, basically.
No, one layer, well, except for on the toes where there may be some extra layers, like this is 2 layers, but this tape is really thin, which in the old days when Gordy first started running, that's all they had was moleskin. They didn't have all this fancy KT tape, and they had Converse All-Stars, for Christ's sake. They didn't have Hokas and all that. which is why time is much better, right? Because better equipment, and better knowledge of, those guys setting the stage for all this stuff, I don't even know what that is. He's really old. So again, that's why we don't use moleskin too much anymore, because it's too thick. And this will do the same thing. Because again, you have to understand that all I'm trying to get you to is the finish line. Okay? All the rest, when you're done, you're going to soak your feet in Epsom salts. You're going to take all the tapes off. You're going to soak your feet in Epsom salts, and you're going to wait, 3 days for the healing to occur. This is to get you through the race. Everything I'm teaching you right now is to get you through the race, and if you have to go to work the next day, like I usually have to do. Okay? So I don't generally get blisters because I use this great stuff. Anyway. So you can sit up. I'm sorry. Yeah. So we covered a lot of stuff today. Okay. And again, the goal is to give you stuff to think about. Okay. And I will say.